Hello, friends. My name is Tamika, and on this channel, we talk all things midlife with a real focus on self discovery and overconsumption. So, today I wanted to bring you along on me prepping. I don't know if it was prepping or kind of getting ready to really dive into my project plan for 2026. So, where you have found me right now is in my bathroom, which are where most of my skincare, of course, products are located and makeup and I call them lotions and potions are. There's two areas of my project plan that I really want to focus on and I want to share with you. I don't know if I'll get it all today. It is pretty late in the day, but there are two areas. And the first area is my skincare, my makeup, all those things. And the second area is on cleaning supplies. And we are busting at the seams with cleaning supplies. And just to give you a little bit of a background, is that when I moved in with my husband a year or so ago, I just packed up all my stuff from my old house and brought it here. And I was already busting at the seams with cleaning supplies. And he was busting at the seams with cleaning supplies. So we just combined cupboards of just sticking yeah, just putting everything together of our cleaning supplies. And now it's just out of control. And then we continue to buy cleaning supplies, which is like, why? But we will get there. We will get there. So I think right now, today, I want to focus on just really getting my arms around my makeup and my skincare. I think the challenge that I have, which I think a lot of people have, is why they end up doing project planning, is not knowing what they already have. So I need to get my mind around what I already have. And also, as I look back at 2025, what are the things that I did not use and that need to just be thrown away? Like, I have makeup and lotions and stuff that I've had for years and years with the intention of using them. And I don't. I just wanted to tackle that. I wanted to get myself organized. I think that it's a quiet day here. I'm home alone. This will give me the opportunity to clean up my cupboards in here and do a clean of my area as well. I know they say it's actually New Year's Day, and people say not to clean on New Year's Day. But since I am home alone, I've got the time. I need to get this cleaned up. I need to get myself organized so I know what I need to be focusing on for next year, which I know is nothing, but I just want to know what I have so that I don't repurchase. So, a lot of this would just be me organizing. I'll talk a little bit about my thought process on why I'm getting rid of some things, how long I've had some things. So, hopefully, you could just sit back and enjoy this. And if you are also project planning this year, please let me know in the comments what's your process? How are you doing it? How do you organize yourself? How do you prepare? Because I got to prepare for everything. I can't just start something. Like, I have to feel like I've got all my ducks in a row so that I don't fail. And this year, I don't want to fail anything. So let's get started. First, I want to start with what is behind me. And we've got this big old bathtub here that I do not use. However, we've got some halls, shower melts. My husband and I are like many folks right now, tackling through whatever this word cold is that everyone has. So deputies, there's only one in here. So there's only one left, which will get used up. But what I have not really used, which I have two of, oh, this was actually more done than I thought, are some body scrubs. So this was a gift. So I've been trying to really get through it. And then my husband gifted me another body scrub, which I need to get done with once I get done with this. So these I will get done. I will hold on to these. And then because my husband and I worked out a lot, be more than anything, we have overdone it with the salt. So I have to make sure that it's not something that this is something he purchased that just come on. Like, we need to get through these. Maybe it will push me to soak after a good workout. And I think this is his as well. So these are my husband's things, but I could tell you we've got more of that in the cabinet here. So I took these out and kept them here so he knew that he had them so nobody would repurchase. And then I did the same thing with these scrubs, but that is good all there. In a previous video, I showed all the kind of the products that I got for Christmas. So I don't even have a place for these products that I got for Christmas. So that's why I know things have to go so I can put some new stuff in. Fine. Let's get in the BMP's cabinet. All right. So this is my area of the bathroom. And I try and break it up of things that I use every day. These are my everyday things. Okay, so the first thing I want to tackle is hair. So this is where I keep a bulk of all of my hair care products. I also have some other hair care products in the cabinet there. And yeah, I feel like I'm busting at the seams. So these are all the hair care things that I use regularly, but not. So we need to go through it. I'm going to pull out my other hair care item. So this is my second bin of hair care. So let's go through this and figure out what needs to stay, go. A lot of things. That's my, so we've got hair coils, all the different kind of deodorant in here. All right, so let's look at the plethora of hair oils that I have. All righty. Hair protections. Cover up my grays. All right, hair mask. Some of these things I'm going to take out in their shampoos. Away. Hairsprays. Some things that are just not hair related, I'm going to put over to the side just so I know. Hydration. Right. Let's take these out too. I have like I said, the hair care things I use, and then my backups or hair care for another reason, but I don't think is okay. So some of these things are just like when I'm doing like a protein pack or something special like that, or some hair protection stuff. So I'm going to put that in kind of the things that I don't use that often, deep conditioning stuff there, making sure I don't have anything randomly around. Let me take this out because I also think there's some hair care in here. Yeah, great. Even more overwhelming. This, okay, all right, Tamika, get it together. So some of this stuff does not belong in here, but we will address those. Here. This is something that needs to be tossed and or donated. Okay, so overflow, hair care, conditioners, things like that that I do not use, I will put in here. So this is like this is not shampoo that I love, but I want to make sure that I do use it up. And what else don't I use? The leave-in conditioner that I don't really like it, but it's not a go-to. What else do I have in here? Some more. I wanted to keep this out because this is some grease for the hair, some hair oil. That's just a little bit left. It takes me like 5 seconds and I'm overwhelmed. So here is just some hair conditioners, things like that. I am going to put it here because I don't really use them. This is body lotion. Okay, so shampoos, put that here. I'm going to put this back. What else do I not really use? I just discovered this by Camille Rose. I really like it. It is like it's like a moisturizer kind of thing for the hair. I like this. So I want to keep this in my vision. Let's go through, make sure that anything kind of hair related. Put this out. Um, I also have all of this, which is just like a mess of stuff as well. Ugh. That it goes in another drawer. I'm just going to pull everything out because I'm feeling overwhelmed already. So I feel like I need to like see everything. I'm not even going to focus on makeup or anything like that. Makeup, I will keep it here. This is all other stuff. And I would say it's kind of know me that makeup is not really my thing, but all this other stuff is like all things that I love. So hair oils I use quite often. I'm going to put them back. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 here that I would define as kind of like hair oils. And then these are just some anti-frizz stuff, very similar, heat protection, things like that. I use them with another hair oil here. And then these are some hydrating. I have 2 hydrating mists. This one I really like. This one I don't use that often, but I will put that in there. These are the shampoos. I will put them in the back because I just use these once a week, where these are products that I probably use mostly every day, every other day. Hairspray. This is the best hairspray. It's the hair spritz, holds forever. And then this is detangling, and this is another anti-humidity. When you live in the Northeast, Mid-Atlantic, humidity is a real thing. These are some of my new things that I got for Christmas. Do any of them fit in this? Should go in here. No. What else can go in here? Was able to get all of the hair care things in. So I know my focus really is on hair oils. I don't need any more hair oils. I need to get through with those. And then I think what I can also put in here is some other things that are hair related. What else can go in here? This is another conditioner that I don't use that often. Really good. It's a leave-in conditioner. I don't have a lot of it left. I'm going to put it here just so this is where I go first before diving into that. All right. So I'm going to put this back in here. This is a detangling that I just do not use. So I'm going to get rid of this one. I've had that for many, many years and have not done anything with it. So these are some of the products that I got for Christmas. I am going to put them in here. Actually, these are like backups. So let me just hold off on this because I'm not even ready for these yet to use. Okay, so that looks good there. And then this is the under layer. Right? These are things that I don't really use. So now that I've kind of got the hair products up, so in the next thing is put some of this stuff in here. Just goes there. I have just what I use for the bottom. It's just really random. Like there's like a random bar of soap. And waste not, want not, waste not will not be wasted. I'm gonna put all the bars of soap over here because we will figure that out. Okay. So let's get some of this stuff back. And these are also smaller things. So when I do makeup, I like to have a little fan to dry. Some of my makeup there. And this is some shaving cream, face masks. And then these are just some skincare that I like, but don't really use. That I grab just every once in a while. So I'll put my extra face wipes down here that I'm used. This is one that I've already opened. So this one I'm using. And then we've got just kind of random things there. An extra deodorant. I have some foot cream. It's really interesting how you buy like foot cream when you can just use regular cream. Let me pull out. I have more things in the storage. I just want to go through it. These are just all the things that I save for vacation. So as you can see, these are suntan lotions, things like that. bug sprays, anything that I would use to pack up if we were to go on, if we were to go on a sun-filled vacation. This I've already kind of done some editing on, and I know that I don't need any more of. At some point, I probably need to check expiration dates on some of these suntan lotions, but I think right now we're good with this. This is another extra that I have. There's oil sheen. Like this is, I've tried to make this mainly like nail stuff, like extra. There's extra deodorants in here. So I'm gonna move that extra deodorant here. So I just want to make sure that I know that this is like where I get lost of not knowing that I have some things. So I want to kind of organize this because there's extra deodorants, like all things like that. There's also some like bug stuff for vacations. I try and keep everything that I would use on a vacation together. So I'll put that in there. So let me quickly straighten this one out. Just so you know how I don't know what I have, I was just about to purchase more of this, and this is a full acne wash. I was just about to buy more of this, thinking that I didn't have any, but it was right here. And we've got even more of the vapor shower stuff, like bug. It's when you don't know what you have, it stinks. Alrighty. I am a woman who does not need any more deodorant. Okay. And then I have one more thing in here that is just like for my Invisalign when I travel, more nail polish remove mousse. This is not even mousse. This is not even mousse. This is dry shampoo, which I've never used. This is mousse. And there's just an empty spray bottle. So I'm going to tackle this. I'm going to stop talking so I can get through it and get some of this straightened up. And I will come back, hopefully, a little bit more organized. I have all these little bottles for travel. Do I need them all? I feel like this becomes like hoarding behavior because do I need all these? No. Do I keep all these? Yes. I don't know why these are in here. I just wanted to jump in with a quick voiceover just to say that this is everything that I pulled out of my cabinets. As you can see, I have a mix of skincare, hair care, makeup, and body care. Seeing all this laid out like this is always eye-opening, but it really helps me understand what I already own. Now I'm going to jump in and start organizing everything. I'll be breaking this up into categories so it's easier to see what I actually use and what I may actually be overlooking. All right, so I just discovered that I have two of these. Two. I did not know that. I just bought this because I didn't know I had that. Just saying. I know this isn't the best angle, but I did want to take some time and go through my makeup. I keep a pretty small collection, but my goal is to make sure I'm actually using everything I have, not just saving it or letting it sit untouched. This process isn't about perfection, it's about being intentional and creating a system that works for me. All right, so I am done with the first phase of my project plan, and that was getting everything organized so I know what I have and what I don't have. And if there are any items that I have a gap with, and there is nothing, I think I say that every time that I have everything. I think a focus for me is on hair care, getting through and using up my shampoos, my hair oils. Makeup, I feel really good about. I did put some makeup that was really, really old in the trash. I looked at some of the dates or some of the suntan lotions and bug sprays that I've had for years, and I just know that they need to be tossed. So there's a lot in the trash. I do want to Google like the best way to dispose of those things. So I do want to be more mindful and cautious about that. But Now I'm just going to clean up this bathroom, get it back to normal. But I actually feel really, really good. I've made space for everything. So I can't think of anything. I do want to just ask my husband to do the same. He's actually really good. He's a one in and one out type of guy. But as I was going and cleaning up, I just see that he had a lot of different stuff. Like I said, he is a bath and body works fiend. So he has a lot of stuff there that I need to make sure that he goes through before we purchase a. But other than that, I think we're off to a good project pan. What we'll do is we will touch base I don't know if it'll be every month or every other month, just on where we are with that. But I appreciate you hanging out with me today. Please let me know in the comments if you are doing a project pan for 2026. What's your game plan? Please, I would love some advice on a really good game plan for your project pan. And what are some of the items that you overbuy? For me, it's hair care. So I would love to hear from you. What are some of the items you overbuy as well? And if you want more content from me, you can always find me on TikTok. I have a TikTok account at Tamika G. Marie. I have a Substack where I write articles periodically. And I have a podcast called Seasoned and Unbothered with one of my best friends, Bern, and we talk about all things midlife. So I would love to see you over there as well. But you have a wonderful evening, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.